Welcome everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the one important character of classification, animal classification, which is coelom or body cavity. Coelom or body cavity. Okay, and so based on presence and absence of body cavity, the animals also classified into three categories. So coelom is one of the important property to classifying the animals. First, what is body cavity or coelom? So body cavity is a internal space of an animal, internal space of the animal or series of space. Okay, and it also explained by another way. Okay, so that the space are present between the body wall and as well as gut wall. Okay, it is called coelom or body cavity. It was lined by completely in mesoderm, so it called as a body cavity or coelom. So coelom is a cavity. It was filled by fluid or fluid filled cavity. Coelom is a fluid filled cavity. It was completely lined by mesoderm. So it called as, it lies on between body wall and gut wall. Okay, so it is called as coelom. So this is coelom. Coelom is a space, internal space or body cavity. It present between the body wall and gut wall, and also it completely lined by mesoderm. So it called as body cavity. Okay, and it was filled with, okay, it's not a empty space, it was filled with fluid, the fluid filled cavity. It called as coelomic fluid. Okay, and based on the presence and absence of the fluid, we are classifying the animals into three groups. Okay, acoelomate, pseudocoelomates, and eucoelomates. So based on presence and absence of the coelom, we are classifying the animals into three categories: acoelomate, okay, pseudocoelomate, and eucoelomate. Okay, this coelom, it contain the many of visceral organs. It allow the free movement of visceral organs. Okay, so the coelom, so body la the coelom presence irukradhukana advantage adinpadina, it make free movement of visceral organs. Nama internal organs odeya free movement ku enable aagradhu inda coelom, presence of coelom அப்படிங்கறதா. Okay, so adha inga coelom சொல்லுவோம். First ஒவ்வொண்ணா பத்தியும் நம்ம பார்ப்போம். acoelomate na enna, pseudocoelomate na and eucoelomate. Okay, and first acoelomate. So acoelomates are the animals are not having a body cavity, so it called as acoelomate. Animals are not having acoelomates. Okay, they are not having coelom. Okay, they have three layers. They also have three layers. Okay, and ectoderm, endoderm, mesoderm. They also have three layers, but there is no space. There is, maybe it is a ectodome. It is a ectodome, and this one is endodome. This one is endodome, and in between the mesoderms are present. Okay, in between are mesoderms. In between the mesodome, this one is mesodome. This one is endodome. So the mesodome, ectodome and endodome, all the three germ layers are present, but there is no space in between that at ectodome and endodome, okay, or mesodermal region. So it called as acoelomate. Okay, absence of coelom. Okay, so in these animals, they not have free movement of visceral organ. Their body will have a very tough condition. Okay, so the visceral organs not have free movements. Okay, so examples. The example of acoelomates are sponges. Okay, sponges, then and coelenterata. Coelenterata, Ctenophora. Okay, so these are all the organisms belongs to acoelomate, absence of coelom. Okay, and next, second one, first one, second one, pseudocoelomate. 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 Pseudo, it means false. Pseudo means false. Okay, so they have, this kind of animals have a coelom, but that space, the fluid spill space, it not completely lined by mesodome, so that it was present as a small pouches, mesodermal lined small pouches. So it's not a true coelom. So it called as pseudocoelom. Okay, and these animals, they have mesodermal pouches on the body. Pouches in their body. Okay, it's not completely lined by mesoderm. So it called as pseudocoelomates. Okay, in animals, Coelenterata, Ascomynthus. Example, Ascomynthus organisms belongs to pseudocoelomates. Okay, in their animal body, they have layers. This one is ectodome, then this one is a mesodome, ecto and meso, and in between there is a small pouches, mesodermal pouches are there. This is mesodermal pouches. Okay, so it called as a pseudocoelomates because it's not completely lined by mesodome. So it called as a pseudocoelomates. Examples are Ascomynthus and the coelomic fluid, pseudocoel. It called as pseudocoel. The pseudocoelomic fluids also filled in the coelomic region. Then next, eucoelom. eucoelomates அப்படின்னு நம்ம சொல்லுவோம். Third one is eucoelomate. So eucoelomate, which means the animals are having a true body cavity. The animals are having true body cavity. Or so true body cavity means the animals are having a internal space are completely lined by all sides. All sides are lined by mesoderms. All sides are lined by mesoderm. In any coelom, it was completely lined by mesoderm, and also internal they have a mesodermal epithelium, or inner they have a lining of mesodermal epithelium. It was lined by mesodermal epithelium. It also called as peritoneum. So the peritoneum was secrete here coelomic fluid. The peritoneum is secreted coelomic fluid. It was filled with coelom. So coelom is completely covered with or aligned with mesoderm, and inner lining of mesoderm they have mesodermal epithelium. It also called as peritoneum. This peritoneum, it secretes coelomic fluid. It was filled in coelom. Okay, and these animals are called eucoelomates. Okay, from and Platyhelminthes too, from Annelida, from Annelida to chordates are eucoelomates. Annelida to chordata, they are all called eucoelomates. Okay, and based on the formation of coelom, we also classifying the animals into two groups in eucoelomata. Based on origin of coelom. Origin of coelom பொறுத்து நம்ம இந்த ஆர்கனிசத்தை ரெண்டு டைப்பா பிரிக்கலாம். Okay, so இந்த அனிமலோட டயக்ராம், இந்த eucoelomate அப்படினு பாக்கும்போது we know that it's a ectodome. We have the animals have the ectodome, then it's a endodome. Okay, and mesoderms are there. Okay, this one is mesodome. This layer is called mesodome. Okay, here and as well as here. Okay, and this is called coelom. Okay, this one and this one, the both layers are called, this layer called mesodome. This one ecto, and this one is endodome. So it called as true coelomate or eucoelomate. Next, origin of coelom. Based on origin of coelom, the animals are classified into two groups. One is schizocoelomates. Second one is enterocoelomates. Schizocoelomate, enterocoelomate. In schizocoelomate, the mesoderms are originate from the splitting of mesodermal layers. Was splitting of mesoderm. So they based on the splitting of mesodermal layer, that coelom was formed. So this kind of organism we call as schizocoelomates. For example, Annelida, Arthropoda and mollusca. Up to mollusca, they are in schizocoelomate. Here, that formation of coelom was splitting of mesoderm. Next, enterocoelomates. In enterocoelomates, that formation of coelom was from the mesodermal pouches of embryonic germ layer. Okay, embryonic layer, mesodermal pouches from archenteron. So archenteron la embryonic germ layer development la inde oru mesodermal pouch. Okay, mesodermal pouch uruvum. From the pouch it was detached. Okay, detached from that germ layer, and they developed as a coelom. Okay, so this one is called as enterocoelom. Okay, enterocoelomates. In the mari type la coelom uruvavadhu enterocoelomate. Splitting of mesoderm na schizocoelomate, and mesodermal pouches are developed from archenteron. From detached from the archenteron, they develop as a coelom. We call as enterocoelomates. This type of origination. Okay, adha enterocoelomates solluvom. So idu engala nadakudhu appdin pathina, and echinodermata to chordata. Example, echinodermata to chordata varaikkum in the pattern of development irukku. Okay, and in between that schizocoelomate and enterocoelomate, certain organisms like arthropods and non-cephalopod mollusca, they have heterocoel. They call as heterocoel. They having a coelom, they call as heterocoel. So which one called heterocoel? Arthropods and as well as non-cephalopod mollusca. So these organisms having a coelom, that coelom we called as heterocoelom. Okay, they are also true coelomates. Okay, eucoelomates. They also belongs to eucoelomate, and based on origination, schizocoelomate and enterocoelomate, and these two organisms, the group of organisms are also called as heterocoelomates. Okay, they have heterocoelom. Okay, this is the classification of animals based on coelom. Thank you.